and something that can match the rest of the composition, the Aatrox fits that bill.
Okay. This RNG roster is notoriously very short-ranged. However, they do have tons of way of cheating range. Obviously,
with it being picked by Jiaozu in game number 1, not a possibility. But instead, he's going to be the target on the Aatrox this time around. Pops the world ender, but the rest of his squad has arrived. Jue just gets caught under the turret, and it's RNG.
Care and Sora are on their way, but they're walking straight into the arms of RNG.
Lola looking to try and punish here.
There let's
comes
go, Lola!
Tangyuan all the way from underneath his own turret. Care just goes down. If he's farming or part of the gank himself. Next spawn of grubs available. FPX certainly want to pick this up to get themselves closer to that piece of strength. And they're going to start with an engage onto said jungler. Milky Way gets bursted down with the help of Jue, and a big fate sealed. They're going to try to turn things around for RNG. Already 2 are dead on the other side. Jiaozu with the World Ender unlocked will heal a ton, but is not going to escape the wrath of Care, who now is just eviscerating people with the Gatling gun in the front line. That is another kill for Care. Bot flashing over. That's the counter aggression we were talking about, but Jachi will answer right back with a kill of his own. The 80 carry duel goes RNG's way. Sheer trying to take him down and will, despite the rocket jump lumbing through. Tangyuan flashes over. We got chaos in the mid lane.
On the opposite side of the map, they use so many of their summoner spells as well. There's going to be FPX now finding themselves with 2 epic monsters and putting themselves closer and closer to gaining that feat of strength.
So FPX still going to be able to gain control. Of course, a lot of it has to do with Sorrow being very far ahead. Milky Way here in the area, trying to smite one of them out. Getting the 6 out of 6 definitely hurts you, and so Milky Way and RNG going to get some level of an answer here by at least claiming one of those grubs, if not just a moral victory, getting some slight advantages there. Gold still very, very close after that last fight, as we have another fight down here in the side lane. Care gets away from the chains, and so Jiaozu
players coming on through from the LPL, but for the time being, it's going to be Tangyuan actually soloing the Dragon for his team, and that'll put them at 2.
Especially, for somebody like RNG, you have a lot of turret taking power with the Tristana, with a burst open mid would be huge. And right now, it looks like they could be in that position as Jue just gets one shot. It's Lola picking up the kill, but Jachi did most of that work. But he went aggressive around this area just a few minutes ago.
Sorrow, no!
Sorrow, who might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew, and Jiaozu flashes in with the World Ender and picks up the first reset of the fight for RNG. Care backs away, will be able to go to safety, but RNG win the fight.
They're going to get their turret here.
FPX in a good position, but right now it is RNG leading the charge, setting the pace of this game number 4. They trade towers. Care's able to pick it up.
Wait, who got it first, though? Care had the grubs. They're doing a TP for this.
And now he might get punished for it as well, as Tangyuan's in. It could be a battle of the soul laners, though, as Sheer is there to match with this teleport of his own.
Wave. Just look to trade this objective. You'll be stronger potentially on maybe that 4th dragon. Tangyuan is finishing this objective by himself here.
Yeah, and I don't think FPX really realized it until now with that skirmish being placed. Looks like now
Milky Way
is the option. Milky Way gets caught. He still has the passive, and the Requiem will come out, but that's a big member of RNG dead. Tangyuan in trouble. The Dragon is still alive, and that means that FPX could claim it if they win this fight. Jachi's still alive. So is Jiaozu. Lola looking for potentially an escape route, but not going to find it. Sorrow picks up the kill. It's 3-0 FPX, and they're not done yet. Jachi has to flash away from the Lily Spear, and Tier 2 is now on the menu for FunPlus Phoenix. Screw the Dragon, they're headed towards Otacon.
Yona ults land on us. The first time, fine, I can get it. Maybe the hitbox looked a little strange, but that time, dead on to rights. Milky Way gets caught. It ends up being a huge fight for them. Like you said, not going for the Dragon. I think you're perfectly okay with just trading for a voracious Otacon buff in your back pocket here. It's going to be RNG finding themselves at Soul Point here, but that buff is just too OP, and we'll see what they're able to do with it now that they have...
I'd imagine they really try to force hard for these next couple of minutes when they have this revive available.
Actually not have it now that they have Otacon buff, or do I just say, look, if you find the engage on me, I'm just going to...
All right, this tower's dead. Oh, maybe Jachi is too. Nice buffer from the Zenith Blade. That we know that this is happening now as Tangyuan has joined the area and actually forces Sorrow out of the pit at least for a little bit. Now the rest of RNG want to try to respond. FPX surely get this with the smite. Now the question is, can they get out with their lives? Not going to connect, so Tangyuan has to flash right back over the wall. Teleport comes in from Care. 9,000 HP. Looks like right now FPX are trying to bait a fight.
Okay, it's a pincer here.
Oh, big engage there for Lola. Jiaozu coming in here with the World Ender as well, but Jachi gets one shot. It's going to be a combination of Sorrow and the support, but look at the Requiem on the other side. That's a double kill for Milky Way, and RNG go 3 for 1. Sure, the ADC's down, but RNG have all 4 of the remaining members on the Baron on their own.
Now they have to reinforce with Tongwon coming in. I was going to say, Milky Way, you got no mana, brother. You do no damage to this objective. It'll take them a little bit to grab it, but now with this Baron buff in their pocket, they should be able to utilize this, move into some of their side lanes, push in, and look for their soul.
To pick up that turret, but looks like that's not going to happen for a little bit. Question is, what can they do with this Baron buff that lasts for another 2 minutes? It looks like instead they just want to force another fight. Jue going forward. Solar Flare lands onto Jachi, but there's nobody to follow up, and instead it's just Leona going down for free. Zaotsu, with the World Ender on, is going to get singled out and taken down. It'll be Sorrow picking up the shutdown. Now FPX teleport comes in straight through mid. It looks like Zaotsu and RNG going to try to utilize the last minute of their Baron buff to get a couple of objectives.
Milky Way knows. Milky Way just auto attack it, bro. Thank you. All right. So we finally here because we had a couple of questions as to whether or not, like, how this matchup was going to look. Inhibitor at the very least. I don't know if they'll be able to finish off this entire inhibitor, obliterating this Baron.
And FPX, no, they gotta send this quick. Requiem comes out. Let's see how much damage it does. Not too much, especially with the healing and the spell shields. But if
that's Mountain Soul
chunking things in. Mountain Soul now claimed. Can Tongwon get to the fight first? Lola starts the engage onto Care, but he's able to back away. Not a ton of follow-up off of the Alistar. The Baron is still alive.
Oh no, Jachi!
RNG should be able to get it. Jachi goes way too far forward though and will get shut down. It's a 4v5 on the map in favor of FPX. Milky Way has run out of mana. Milky Way is going to fall. The kill goes over to Tongwon.
As FPX are now looking to push with this Baron buff and those 5 grubs.
It'll at least be the inhibitor. Tongwon doing a nice job to clear out the wave in mid to make sure it would be
the Zephyr. Or maybe even kind of going for the Merc Tread.
Look at Care!
Oh my god, Care!
Care's dead. Tongwon one-shot him with the Flash Ultimate. That is a big member for FunPlus Phoenix, down for the count for the next 55 seconds and change. 4v5 on the map. Tongwon sending his way back towards mid lane to clear this wave, try to pick up as many objectives as possible. The top lane inhibitor is dead, and mid lane wave is being escorted to try to make it a 2-for-1 special on the inhibs.
And all this time we've been talking about these 2 rookie AD carries, and it is Tongwon who finally finds his angle on this Yone. I mean, the franchise player coming in for RNG, he's been in their development pipeline for such a long time, and he's finally kind of making good. It is a single series that we've been able to see from him. It was a rough 2020.
Dragon over to RNG. It's going to be just bot there to clear things out. That Nexus turret is dead, and now look at Tongwon. Teleports are coming through. RNG might be trying to go for the throat. They have the execute at their disposal, but Tongwon taken down to 50% HP, and will have to back away with the Ignite ticking on top of him. He still has a teleport available if they want to try to go for the throat here. Instead, they also have the option potentially to go towards Baron, but no, they want this game, and they want it now.
They've got a Tristana. I think it's perfectly reasonable. Tongwon finishing off a Mercurial Scimitar. So he wants to make sure that he's off of this.
Gonna escort a wave of super minions in. A nice engage roll up combined with a 2-man fade sealed. That is the Corki dead. That is Sorrow dead as well. And that will be the game. And that will be the series. Royal never give up. Have a royal start to 2025. And they win the first best of 5 in Group D.
It's a 3-1 victory for them and a great one.